Okay, you're welcome to this class on Vbe Coding. Definitely this video is going to be divided into two. This is the part one of the video, and in this part we're going to look at what Vbe Coding is, and then we're going to look at how you can dissect a problem properly, and then cover some fundamental basics of Vbe Coding. Okay, so without wasting much time, I think I am going to start. So you're welcome to Vbe Coding. My name is Peter Ashogo Oyebode. I am an AI consultant and a website developer. I am also the founder of Prompt Engineering Workshop in Bauchi State, Nigeria. Basically, what I do for a living is I build apps, that is AI powered apps, and I also automate systems for companies. Part of the practical experience I've had is I basically have used WordPress, and I've also used PHP to provide solutions to company. I am also a professional when it comes to NFC digital systems, in terms of using NFC card to create login system for staffs, and I also design advanced tracking systems for company, and just like I said, I'm into AI automation. So in this course we are going to be learning what AI coding is. What is AI coding? Is there a difference between AI coding and Vbe coding? We're also going to know the fundamental functions or terminologies or fundamental process of a web app. We're going to see how a website works, how a web app works. We're going to know what a web app is, how it works, because if you will be building one, then it is important you know how it works. Then finally, we're going to be dealing with a hands-on project. What I mean by hands-on project is I will pick a particular problem in a company, then we will dissect the solution to the problem, then we will design an application that will also solve the problem of the problem we are creating, the problem that is existing, or will I say we are creating, yes, or the problem that is existing in the company. And then I would also give you little advice on how you could make money with this skill that you are learning. One thing is this: after this course you will be having a project that you will do, and at the same time you have a testimonial video, and at the end of this course I'll be giving you my WhatsApp forum where you can join the WhatsApp forum. And on that WhatsApp forum, what I will be doing is I will be giving you guidance, I'll be coaching you on how you build sites, and even in case you come when you have any issue, I would also show you how to navigate across the issue. So the question you would ask is, why do you need AI coding? And the answer is very simple. AI coding is one of the fastest, and AI has become one of the fast development that you cannot do without. Everything is migrating into AI. Everything is going into AI. AI is applied in farming, AI is applied in medicine, AI is applied everywhere. So if AI is applied in all of these fields, and those fields are quite successful, there's no need for us to want to make a mountain out of a molehill, saying that it is not necessary we bring AI into programming. Because number one, why we are bringing AI into coding, it's because it is the next world that everybody is going in. And then next is that it makes your development cycle very fast. With AI Something that is supposed to take you 3 months, you can achieve it in a week. Something that is supposed to take you 1 week, you can achieve it in 2 days. So it makes work easy, and it makes us build an app without even having a deep knowledge of coding. There's this website I'm working on, there's this app I'm working on, and I'm trying to build, and I don't even have a deep knowledge of how it works. I don't have a deep knowledge of how it works. So, but with AI, you can build apps even without having a deep knowledge of coding. And again, it is one of the most low and cost-effective way of building a website. You, unlike before where you need to hire plenty programmers to build, with your AI you can build a lot of programs. So ways you can make money with AI, as you can see, one of the ways is you can build app for clients. That is part of the work I have been doing. I would be showing you some example with one of the app I built for my client. You would be seeing the example with the app I built for my client. Another thing is that you sell products. So one of the ways you make money is also by selling AI products. You can sell products such as a software that you have built. You can sell tutorial such like this one that I am selling, that I am doing now. As you can see, you paid money before you could join. So it's also one of the ways you can make money. You can also make money by what we call automation. Now, automation is the process of allowing the computer to do things For example, let's say every night you write a report and then you send the email to your boss, and when your boss sends response to you, you respond back. Now, what automation will do is that automation will help you get the report. Let's say you can just write the report in a plain language, then automation will convert the report to you to Excel. It will now compose the mail for you, send it to your boss. Now, if your boss now responds to you, automation will notify you that your boss has responded to you, and then will draft a response to your boss, show you, and then if you approve, will submit the response to you. So that is part of what we call automation. So those are the basic ways that you can make money with AI. That brings us to the main topic for the day. What is Vbe Coding? Vbe Coding is very straight and direct. Vbe Coding let me just be plain to you. When you hear Vbe Coding simply means that you are using AI, or you are directing AI to create a powerful tool for you. The act of using AI to create a tool, or to create a software, or to create a chain of command, or to produce a software is what we call Vbe Coding. In Vbe Coding, you don't need a deep knowledge of programming. Yes. Do you need to know about programming? Yes, you need to know about programming, but you don't need a deep knowledge about programming. Then, so if I would advise, after this course, you need to learn maybe 1 or 2 programming languages. That will help you in making the work better for you. So, what are the principles of Vbe Coding? Now, the principles of Vbe Coding is very, very simple. The first one is the ideas. You think of an idea, or you think of a clear solution to a problem. Now you don't just climb the system and begin to give the system commands and orders, oh yeah, do this, oh yeah, do no. You have to sit down first, carry your paper and your biro, and then write out if it is a problem. For example, we need to know what is the problem, then what is the solution to the problem. Now when we know the problem very well, that will give us an insight on how we can deal with the solution. So one of the most important aspects of Vbe coding is not even climbing the system, is not even commanding the system. The most important aspect of Vbe coding is, first and foremost, is your thinking. Your thinking has to be very thorough. You will have to think the A to Z of the problem you are trying to address. The next thing after doing this is, when you now move from your book, you are going back to give the computer instruction. You learn to give clear instructions to the computer. For example, if you are writing a program that sums A and B, don't go and be giving one long instruction. A is defined as a alphabet. No. Just go ahead and say add A plus B and display the answer. That is all. That is a clear instruction. Add A plus B and give us the answer. Or you are to write a software that will help a customer in paying, or that will help a marketer in capturing or tracking the way buyers are buying their products. That is a straightforward instruction. So let your instructions be very straightforward when you are perhaps giving instruction to the system. Again, ensure that you focus on the product. That is another important thing. Focus on the product. Do not be carried away by other options that the computer will give you. So the first question we would have to ask ourselves is, what is a web app? Now, a web app is a program that runs on a web server and is accessed by user through a web browser over the internet or intranet. So let me break this long grammar to you into a very short let me break it down into a short description that you can understand. Now, we all know what a website is. We know a website. You've been using a website, you've come across a website. So that website, for example, if you are on a banking app now, if you are using GT Bank, any bank you are using, that app you are using is what we call a web application. That is a web application, and it is hosted on what we call a server. Now think of a server like a shop where you can come, tell the person that I want to buy bread. You give the person money, the person will collect your money, go and pick the bread from the shelf and give you the bread. So the server now is the shop that you are having. That shop is what we call the server. The server is the shop, while you that you are coming to buy as the customer is what we call a client. A client is the person that requests for service from the host. The host now is the person that is inside the shop trying to sell to you. I hope you understand. So that is the simple example I can give you of what we mean by one is server, what we mean by a client. A client is just like the customer that is going to buy something, while a server is the shop that is containing the bread that is inside. Now, a web browser, we all know what a web browser is. For example, your Chrome is a web browser, your Opera is a web browser, your Firefox is a web browser. For those of you that are using iPhone, your Safari is a web browser. So in web app, there is what we call front end and there is what we call back end. There is what we call a front end and there is what we call a back end. Now, what we mean by a front end, for example, is this. Let's say on that your banking app, you just go, you click on your banking app on your phone, and then you enter your username, you enter your password. That is called a front end. That is called a front end. A front end is the graphics user interface that you see. All those pictures that you see on your website, all those forms that you fill on your website, that is what we call a front end. It is the page that is accessible to the client. The client is the person that is using the application. The client is using the application. Now, most of the time, the front end is created to interact with the user. That is you. Because you cannot interact directly with the back end. You must interact with the front end. So you cannot, for example, want to withdraw money now and then you go to the back. No. Just let me make it a very good example. Let me make a good example. If you walk into the bank, for example, you will see tellers there. The tellers are those that will greet you. You are welcome to GT Bank, for example. You're welcome to GT Bank. What can I do? You tell them I want to withdraw money. They will give you a teller. You fill the teller, you give them the teller, they will count the money and they will give you the money. Are you getting me? So the counter you are standing on, if you are bringing it down to your phone app now, for example, on your phone app now, let me marry the two together. When you walk into the bank, when you pick your phone and you click on FCMB or GT Bank, that means you have walked to your phone. Now your phone will tell you enter your username and your password, or some will say use your fingerprint to verify. Immediately you verify, it will display another page for you where it will ask you, do you want to send money? Do you want to buy airtime? Do you want to buy airtime, pay DSTV, pay electricity? It's the same thing as you entering into the bank and telling the teller, the bank worker, that good day, and then they ask, what do you want us to do for you? You say, I want to withdraw money. When you use the word I want to withdraw money, is equivalent to the phone. Now, on the page that you have entered, you click on withdraw. Now, that is what we call the front end. That is the front end. Now, there are programming languages that you use in building that front end. There are programming languages, all those pictures that you see, all those places that you enter, you type, all those things you see there, there are programming languages that is used in building them. So those programming languages are what we call our front-end programming languages. They are what we call our front-end programming languages. Some of those programming languages are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Those are some, in fact, these are the most basic and the most popular programming language that is used in building the front end. you cannot be a front-end engineer. Now, those that build that front end are those we call the front-end engineer. Those are the people that build that. So you can never be a front-end engineer if you don't know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I also say that if you want to be a front-end engineer, you can be a front-end engineer. Vbe Coding can also assist you in being a front-end engineer. So the back-end engineers are those that basically deals with the database. They deals with the database, and then they deal with that thing that connects the front end to the back end. So let me make the back end clear to you now. For example, the back end now, when the cashier or the teller person collects the teller from you, she does not hand over the money immediately to you. The first thing she does is that she will first of all check her computer to know if the money you are requesting for is what is exactly in your bank account. That is the first thing she will check. Okay, he's requesting for 2,000. Is he having 2,000 naira in his account? If the answer is yes, okay, according to our policy, can he withdraw the whole 2,000? If the answer is no, he cannot withdraw the whole 2,000. Automatically, she will come and meet you and say, sorry sir, you can't withdraw 2,000, but you can withdraw less than 2,000. But if the answer is yes, he can withdraw the whole 2,000. Then the next thing she does is she counts the 2,000. She sign on your teller, keep the teller by her side, then press the computer to remove the 2,000 from your account. Then she now hands over the 2,000 naira to you. So that function I just described here now is what we call the back end function. So the back end takes care of your data. It takes care of your data. That is the function of the back end. So for every website, there is always a back end for every website. Every website has a back end. Every web application, has a back end. Every web application has a back end. Let me also paint this picture for you so that you will understand very well. You go to a shop to go and buy bread. When you get to the shop, you tell the person that is selling bread, hello, how are you? The person say, I'm fine. Say, please, do you have butter bread? The person will say, okay, please give me 2 minutes, let me check. Now, you meeting that person is the front end. Are you getting me? You are performing the function of a front end. The person telling you, give me 2 minutes, let me check, is performing the function of the front end. Then the moment he leaves you and then go to where they used to stack the bread and start checking, and he sees the bread. Now the process he is searching for the bread and he sees the bread is what we call the back end function, because what he's doing now is he's going to where they store different breads. Now those places that they store different bread is what we call your server. Now as he's checking the different bread, what he's doing now is what we say he is searching your database. Remember, the building is the server. The rack where the bread are stored is now your database. So he's searching the database to see if there is butter bread. So he comes back and tell you, yes, there is butter bread. Which one would you like? Then you say, okay, give me the butter bread of 6,000 naira. Then you count 6,000 naira. Now, when he comes back and tell you, yes, there is butter bread. Are you getting me? Or probably he will just say, okay, give me 1 minute. Then he will call somebody that is inside and he will say, please, Mr. Nonso, do we have butter bread in that place? Then Mr. Nonso will say, give me 1 minute. Mr. Nonso that is inside the place where they store the butter bread is what we call our back end person. So Mr. Nonso will now tell this person that, okay, there is butter bread. The back end that is communicating with, now Mr. Nonso is our back end, and he's communicating with this person that is selling bread, who happens to become our front end engineer or our front end. Is now, so he will say there is bread, then the person will tell you, okay, there is bread. Then you will tell the person, okay, just give me 2. Then he will say okay. Then you will give him money. He will count the money. When he counts the money, he will write a receipt for you, and then he will say, please, 1 minute. He will say, Mr. Nonso, give us 2 butter bread. Mr. Nonso will carry 2 butter bread. Once Mr. Nonso carries 2 butter bread, Mr. Nonso will then collect the voucher from him, then gives you 2 butter bread, then he will hand over the 2 butter bread to you. That is the function of the back end and the front end. So you have the user, you have the browser, because everything is happening on a browser. You have a server, then you have the database, and then you have the response. So here I'll be demonstrating how it works for you. So let me demonstrate. There is this software that I have designed for somebody, so I will be showing you the software. So most of the time you go to the browser and then you type the web address. Now looking at this, as you can see, this is